morning, students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and safe. Today I am going to continue chapter 4, urbanization. Children, I have already explained about urbanization, the causes of urbanization and the impacts of urbanization. Urbanization has some positive impacts and some negative impacts. So, first, before starting our chapter, I will discuss about some points of urbanization. So, children, what is urbanization? Urbanization is the process of urban growth that leads to a greater percentage of the population living in towns and cities. It means the movement of the population from rural area to urban area. It is called urbanization. It means people move from village to cities or towns. It is called urbanization. Why people move from rural area to urban area? As you know that there are so many facilities in urban areas, in cities and towns, but there are lack of facilities in rural area, in villages. So people migrate from rural area to urban area. So many employment opportunities in cities and towns. So many medical facilities available in cities. So many educational institutions are also available in villages, cities and towns. So these are the causes of urbanization. So people move from village to cities or towns. In this chapter, we are also already discussed about impacts. So some positive impact, it means some advantages of urbanization, and some negative impacts. So many disadvantages of urbanization. Children, today I will discuss about ways to reduce the negative impact of urbanization. How to reduce the negative impact of urbanization? So, the government can take to check and reduce the negative effects of urbanization. They have to be taken so many steps. So, first step is sustainable and environment friendly cities. So, children, first step is sustainable and environment friendly cities. It means the government should plan and provide environment friendly cities with smart growth techniques and should pass laws to the effect. It is quite unhealthy for people to reside in unsafe and unpopulated area. Therefore, the government should aim to build sustainable cities with improved environmental condition and states which are safe and clean for people living in urban areas. So, children, second step is provision of essential services. Provision of essential services. So, what is the meaning of provision of essential services? The government at the local level must ensure that all populations living within the urban area have access to adequate essential services such as education, health, sanitation and clean water, technology, electricity and food, job and earning opportunity must be provided so that people can earn a living and lead a good quality life. So children, next point is, next way to reduce the negative impact of urbanization is more job creation. More job creation. More employment opportunities should be created to lessen the negative impact of rapid urbanization. Private investment should be encouraged in order to effectively utilize natural resources and create more job opportunities. In order to encourage job creation, subsidies and grants should be provided to foreign and private investment in environment friendly developed project. So children, fourth way is population control. How to reduce the negative impact of urbanization? Government use fourth way, population control. So government at the local level in urban areas must provide medical health facilities, medical health clinics and family planning centers to help to reduce the high rates of population growth. Effective medical counseling and hygiene and family planning option must be provided across the entire urban area with the sole purpose of controlling diseases and population growth. So children, how to reduce the negative impacts of urbanization? There are four ways to reduce the negative impact of urbanization. I will explain about satellite cities. What are satellite cities? So children, satellite cities are smaller cities located close to a larger or main city. A satellite city can operate independent of the large city. A satellite city can operate independent of the large city. So it, however, remains essentially a part of the large urban area with the main city at the center. With the expansion of the main city and the burden of over-utilization on its various services, the government and city planners have to decide on ways to relieve the pressure on the main city. Often this is done by developing another smaller town or city located close to the main city and yet completely independent on it. So reduce the pressure of the main city, government have decided to develop the satellite cities. So some of the features of the satellite cities are: it is smaller than the main city and is located nearby. Satellite towns or cities are socially and economically independent, either completely or partially. Being physically separated from the metropolis by a wide corridor of rural land or a green belt or even a river, satellite city developed their own utilized area in the course of time. Satellite towns or cities are connected to the metropolis by train and motorways. Many satellite towns or cities do not encourage the setting up of high population generating industries and factories. So these are the main features of satellite city. Some another features of satellite cities are: satellite towns and cities encourage development of small scale industries such as dairy farms, cottage industries, handicraft industries, etc. So satellite cities are mostly bedroom communities or residential areas. People go to work in the main city and return to their homes in the satellite city. So in this way, it is reduced the pressure of the population in main cities. Satellite cities set up their own municipalities. Satellite cities have their own museums and galleries, theaters, etc. So I will discuss about some satellite cities, and some examples of satellite cities are: first, main city New Delhi, but satellite cities are Gurgaon and Noida. Same thing in Mumbai. Mumbai is a main city and satellite cities are Navi, Mumbai and Thane. Kolkata is the main city and satellite city are Rajarhat and Salt Lake City. So these are the example of satellite cities. So now I will discuss about some smart cities. First of all, what is smart cities? What is the concept of smart cities? The different aspect of urban life which are normally taken into consideration as the basis of smart cities are economy, environment, governance, human capital, international outreach, mobility and transportation, public management, technology and urban planning. So children, what is a smart city? A smart city is an urban region which is highly advanced in terms of overall infrastructure, sustainable real estate, communication, viability. Now I will discuss some important features of a smart city. There are so many features. These are very important for a smart city. First is proper sanitation and waste management system. In a smart city, there should be a proper sanitation and waste management system is compulsory. Second, round the clock electricity supply. Third, round the clock and best water supply, adequate water supply. Fourth, efficient urban mobility and public transport with a network of good, well-connected roads. It means well-connected roads is also important for a smart city. Well-designed and affordable housing, which is even people in the low income brackets can buy. It means in smart city there is all important a well designed housing and low income bracket. It means कि low income bracket can buy these type of houses. Good governance, particularly e-governance, where everything in and everyone is connected digitally. Sustainable environment with more than adequate green cover. Safety and security is very important in a smart city. So next feature is safety and security of women, children and the adult. Quick and efficient functioning of law environment official. It is important for a smart city. Adequate health centers. It is also important for a smart city, and nursing homes also. Good schools with the latest teaching aids and smart classes. this is also a important feature of a smart city. Children, these are the important features of a smart city. A smart city should have so many important features. So children, I hope you all have understood the features of a smart city and what is a smart city. So the main purpose of a smart city is to improve the quality of life of the people by harnessing information technology and to push economic growth. Also, smart cities encourage area-based development by transforming existing areas, including slum areas, in the better planned places so that people can live happily and comfortably. New areas are identified in such cities so that more people can be accommodated in the future. Children, in India, 60 cities have already been selected as smart cities as part of the smart cities mission. The mission includes Bhubaneswar, Jaipur, Surat, Pune, Lucknow, Chandigarh, Hyderabad, Kochi, Visakhapatnam, Guwahati, Raipur, Bilaspur, Durgapur, Indore, Gwalior, Raurkela, Jabalpur and Bhopal as a smart cities. European and North American cities dominate the list of some smart cities in the world, accounting for 18 of the 20 cities. In West Asia, Abu Dhabi is the highest ranked city. So children, see page number 59. Here the top 20 smart cities in the world as in 2017. It is a table of smart cities in the world. So children, I hope you all have understood about urbanization, causes of urbanization, impacts of urbanization. There are two types of impact, positive impact and negative impact, and also reduce about the negative impacts of urbanization, reduce the ways of the negative impacts of urbanization, satellite cities, what are satellite cities and what are smart cities. So children, you have to learn these topics and try to find out answers of this chapter. I will attach the video of this chapter also. Thank you, students.